as a result of the borrowing from the Shepherd Park Branch Library in Washington, D.C. Terry Dwayne Ashford wanted to continue to provide you with the information, updated information. Again, all of this information is alleged from the perspective and also from the proof and the evidence that Terry Dwayne Ashford, the journalist, has obtained. Brian, the manager of that library, was placed in that library supposedly to accost Terry Dwayne Ashford into a relationship which will give them the knowledge of Terry Dwayne Ashford. The Whiteys wants the information or the knowledge in Terry Dwayne Ashford's brains, almost like a damn moving. All of the sneaky little commotion that you're seeing is trying to steal from Terry Dwayne Ashford from his brains. The method was through sex. And that sex was supposed to be brought through Brian, the newly hired manager of that library. They're mad, having failed at giving a black man whiter butt. Well, the black man in this particular case is Terry Dwayne Ashford, and it doesn't happen like that. And that's what we're reporting on today. I'm Terry Ashford, just being barred from the library. The manager was supposed to use familiarity with a man named Officer Butler. Well, what the manager does not understand, that Officer Butler and myself do understand, is that we already knew each other. I'd met Officer Butler at 7-Eleven chasing whiter race men at the library right in front of the soda counter. And Terry Dwayne Ashford walked up to Officer Butler, shook his hand, and whispered, "I see you." And then he informed Officer Butler who he was. I'm a journalist here in the area. And Mr. Butler, as an officer, you should know better. I see you. Now, when issuing this particular barring notice, now let me, Terry Ashford has already stated he has not said two words to anyone. The barring notice was supposed to be issued by Officer Butler, and what came aboard was a Hispanic female officer representing the Hispanic girl behind the counter. The young Hispanic girl behind the counter made falsified calls and created the lies based on will. It's a continuing conspiracy going on. One that is also has gotten rid of Larry votes. But when you get rid of one, you have to get rid of all of them. And that means you have to get rid of Will. You have to get rid of Casey. That means you have to get rid of the officer. Officer Martin was one of them. That means, and from that is where the little Hispanic girl came. I'm Terry Ashford. I'm reporting for you live. Uploading shortly. Terry Dwayne Ashford is a journalist. He's not scared. See, this particular type of commotion would scare a regular person to death. But for a journalist, it's an everyday thing. This is what we do. This is what we were brought on this earth to do, to handle this type of thing for the world. This is crime that you're experiencing. This is criminal behavior that you're experiencing. This was the taking of a job with the anticipation of placing the person they wanted with a white person who would steal from them for the rest of their lives. And it was cult. To your fucking little system here, Terry Dwayne Ashford is reporting. He's reporting for you that he does not trade ass for a job. He does not trade ass for respect. He does not trade ass for inalienable rights that's already granted to him by the Constitution. He does not trade ass or trade relationships, trade sex for those things. That's called prostitution, as if you don't fucking know. Trading ass for me to give me the job that I fucking deserve is prostitution, honky, nigger, wherever in the fuck you are. So we fixing your shit for you since you don't know how.